They change their view of the world based on trends. If the trends go this way, their philosophy in life goes this way. If the trends go that way, their entire worldview changes that way. They keep shifting and changing and morphing and adapting and are not able to. There's people that used to they used to live in a village and they had a certain kind of value system, right? And they were very tough on their value system. Then they migrated to a European country, or they migrated to America or Canada or somewhere, right? It doesn't matter if they were Muslim or Hindu or anything else. Now they're in a new environment. They're trying to hold on to the same village life, but that village life is now limited to the kitchen and the living room and some things that are hanging on the wall. But the moment they walk out, they can't hold on to any of it anymore. And they're losing their kids. They're not holding on to the same language. They're not holding on to this. And slowly but surely, they start easing up too, and they're like, okay, you know what? The winds are blowing this way. We need to blow this way now. You understand? They give in. Because the thing that they were holding on to itself is subject to change. And it might even be that by the time 30 years later, they're like, we're going to go back to the home country. And they go back and they find TikTok is also in the home country. There's a McDonald's there too. They've realized that the winds there have also changed, right? Human beings keep adapting and changing culture, fashion, language, even values, even political ideologies, changing, morphing. There are people alive now in Russia, for example. There are people alive now that were alive and well and active in communist days, and now are adamantly against communism. And they were its torchbearers, some of them, right? There are people that have gone through entire ideological shifts. You know, some people I follow online just to see what the kind of things they talk about. I used to listen to this one comedian that shall not be named, who's very, very hard left, woke, super left, right? And is always making fun of people on the right. I just want to see his ideas, right? Within the span of a year, he became hard right. And now his skits are against his old self. Like he makes fun of his old self. And I'm like, you were here, now you're there. And back in the day when these ayat came, what happened? Some people believed there is no afterlife. نَمُوتُ وَنَحْيَا وَمَا يُهْلِكُنَا إِلَّا الدَّهْرُ. We're going to die. Just like we're alive now, we're just going to die and time will kill us. There's no God that's going to kill us. It's just time. People get old, they die. I don't know why you guys making all this stuff up for. Other people said, no, there is an afterlife. But if you're not a good person, you're going to come back as a cockroach. Right? So there were different kinds of views. Others said, yeah, I'm pretty sure there probably is an afterlife, but I mean, I'm not that bad. So I think everybody's going to be okay. Whatever it is going to be fine. It's probably like some light at the end of a tunnel and it's all going to be good. Like, I don't think we need to stress about that too much, right? So when it came to the afterlife, people had different kinds of ideas. Other people had the idea, listen, I know I'm never going to be good enough to be good for whatever's coming next. Whoever that God is probably not happy with me, because if he's all-knowing, then he knows a lot about what I did. So, but I do know there were some good people that he's probably really happy with. So I'm just going to ask those good people to put in a good word for me, right? That's where saints came from and idols came from and saviors came from, because you go to the savior and say, hey, savior, you're a good guy, right? I'm not. So can you just put in a good word? Here's a little chocolate milk in front of you. So I want to leave the Snickers in front of your statue. Just put in a good word. And because the idea is somebody will save me because I'm clearly not good enough to save myself. And just like at the office, if your uncle is the manager and you're in trouble, the manager steps in and says, no, I'll deal with him. You're hoping this guy will be your manager on Judgment Day, and like, he's with me. He gave me a lot of Snickers. I had a lot of Kit Kat from this guy. He's good people, And may have done some messed up things, but it's not that bad. Everybody had their own idea. But the thing with these ideas, as diverse as they are, is that whoever has these ideas, they don't stick with them. Then they move on to another idea. Then they move on to another idea. These ideas are inherently subject to change all the time.